I'm Todd Anderson.
I'm Brian Braun-Duin.
And you're watching the Versus series on StarCityGames.com. Hello everyone, and welcome to another Versus video. Today we're going to be playing some Legacy because we're kind of in the past a little bit. The Pro Tour just happened. Brian was there. How was it? How was it, Brian?
It was great. You know, Pro Tour Dark Ascension. I mean, you said we're in the past.
Oh,
so yeah.
We're not that far back.
We're not that far back. All right.
No, so we don't have these up-to-date standard decks from the Pro Tour to play for you, unfortunately. But we do have some sweet Legacy action. Today, I'm going to be playing the Omni-Tell deck, as made popular, I guess, by Shota Yasuoka from Grand Prix Kyoto a few months back. Basically, what I consider to be the best combo dig through time deck.
Yeah, definitely. It basically took the Omni-Tell deck, which I thought was pretty much really bad. And
it was like a really bad 3-card combo deck that, you know, Show and Tell, or Sneak and Show already had a tough enough time with 8 versions of the combo piece.
Yeah, you needed 3 different cards for this version, but he basically turned the deck into an extremely efficient deck that now is just definitely probably the best combo deck in Legacy.
I haven't played that much Legacy recently, I will say that. I've been focusing a lot on the standard format since there are 2-day events now for the Star City Games Open, and day 2 and a lot. Min caching, you know. But yeah, Brian, what are you going to be playing today?
I'm playing Grixis Delver. It is a deck that Noah Walker won the Legacy Open with in Worcester, and then also won the Premier IQ with it the very next weekend for the Invitational. So definitely doing really well with this deck. So it feels like it's got to be a really awesome deck. It has 2 Gurmag anglers, so yeah, we're gonna be angling for something, but you know.
I almost said an off-color joke there, but I refrained. I lost my train of thought now. All right, guys.
Too.
Well, I will say that this video should be fun. Hopefully, it's not just a bunch of dirtling and digging through time, but that's Legacy because they didn't ban it.
Good. Good.
Watch the video. All right, guys. We're here for the Sevens game to see who goes first. Let's go.
All right.
Rolling with
6.
homies.
3.
Oh, no.
Ah, woo!
Die. No, you got to roll again.
No, that was...
Oh,
I rolled a 3. Yeah, that was... I already rolled for that one.
I don't know about that.
Yep, that's
all right, so we will continue to use the new mulligan rule, which states if you decide to take a mulligan, you may scry 1 before the game starts. However, that rule, again, is not in effect until they say it is in effect for everyone. It is just being tested at the Pro Tour. Hopefully it was a huge success. We'll see. Brian, how did you like the mulligan rule at the Pro Tour? No, okay. Yeah. I'm not going to keep doing that to you. I'm sorry.
It was great at the Pro Tour. I lost round 14 because of it. That's assuming I make day 2. All right. This hand is pretty sweet. We have my favorite zombie fish in this opening hand. So
my hand is pretty wheel spinny, I will say. The combination of these 2 cards might be pretty good early on for helping us hit land drops and stuff. Yeah, we're going to keep.
You know who doesn't spin a wheel? Delver of Secrets doesn't spin a wheel.
I feel like he spins the most wheels because he flip. No. All right. No, you're right.
He just flies. He doesn't use wheels.
That resolves.
Woo! I'll pass the turn.
Oof, not a good draw. All right, we're going to pay 2 life here and probe just to see what's up, but also because if we draw a Ponder or a Preordain, we want to be able to cast it. Wasteland, that's fine. Delta, Ponder,
Gurgles,
and Force. All right, we're going to draw a card.
Lucky.
It was pretty lucky. We did not draw a thingy. Your go.
I'm going to go ahead and preemptively begin to flip because I know it's going to. And it does.
Wow, that was a good one, too.
That is a good one.
Now the question is, do you cast your Ponder and then have to burn Force into Force?
Yeah, I think I do.
Good.
Well, let's see.
My hand's super slow. I'm gonna die.
I mean, he might spell pierce it or something, but I think that's fine. So I'll cast the ponder.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this was a good ponder.
So lucky.
I think that I want to hold. I think I want to keep it in exactly. Well. I think I actually want to do it like this, in this order here. This is actually tough, but maybe actually I probably just don't want this card. Yeah, so yeah, we don't want that card. So just do it like this, and I'll draw this, play this, and 3.
I'm at 15.
You're up.
I'm on a tight schedule here. I'll say go. On your upkeep, I'll cast Impulse.
That's fine.
Alright. Top 4. Hoping for a good one. Well, more wheel spinny goodness, I suppose. Never hurt anybody. It's gonna hurt me though. Maybe I should just take a land. Nah. Need to keep on keeping on.
Alright, we'll draw that card. Play this wasteland.
I will say that
for 3.
old school impulses do say shuffle your library afterwards. And I saw somebody follow the directions on the card that they played at the last Legacy tournament I played and got a warning because that's not what the card says. And I just thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Because the guy just playing Legacy for like the first time just follows the directions to the T. Just, sorry, buddy.
So you get for reading RTFC. Yeah. You're up.
All right.
Yeah, I definitely ran afoul of that the first time I cast Impulse myself, so.
This is a kind of a toughie. My hand's kind of clunky. Can just start jamming stuff into his Force of Wills. I want to make sure I know all what's going on in my sideboard here. I do know everything. Perfect information of my own sideboard.
And you haven't even cast Enter the Infinite, yet you know everything.
That's not even in my deck.
I know. Maybe it's Omniscience. I think that's the Omniscience flavor text. Whatever. Getting it wrong.
Yeah, this is kind of a tough turn. I think I'm just gonna play this. So yeah, we'll just say yeah.
Okay. Let's untap. Now I have to decide if I want to draw this card that I know is on top of my deck. And I kind of think that I maybe do, because I think it might increase my clock a little bit. So, go to 9. Yeah, I think I do draw this card, so I'll draw it.
Okay.
Attack you.
Take 3 down 9.
Cast Deathray Shaman.
Alright.
And I'll say go.
Yeah, that's actually good. It does cut my clock by 1.
Cuts his... Well, basically it wouldn't have cut his clock if he didn't have a fetch land.
Yeah.
But since he does, it definitely cuts his clock by 1.
Probably should have taken a land over the ponder that I got off of the doohickey. Alright, cast Intuition. I'll target you.
Yep, you do target an opponent. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty good, or pretty bad against Ley Line of Sanctity, which is funny.
Huh. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to counter this or not. So I could let it resolve and then try to counter whatever he gets from it. And maybe that's just better. But he could also really need this to resolve to be able to even do anything. So it's a really tough one. I'm gonna go ahead and count. I'm gonna go ahead and daze it. Attempt to counter with daze.
It is pretty good here. Yep. All right.
I'm done.
All right. So I'm at 8 and you're at 19, right?
Yep.
All right. Because I fetched.
You are at 8.
Ponder.
That is going to resolve.
Wow, looky there. A bunch of cards I can't use. They're actually pretty good, but I don't have enough time, I don't think, to do anything with them. Really needed a land, I think, for this ponder. Yeah, I think, well, we can keep the ponder and then pondering into if we hit a land as the next one down, that's fine. Sorry. Try to keep these. It's hard to hold, what, 9 cards at the same time in ways that you can see them.
9 cards. Judge, my opponent has 9 cards.
I guess we play around days a little bit better if we just shuffle draw, so hopefully we'll draw a land. That'd be nice.
Alright. Hopefully he doesn't draw whatever cards he's looking to draw.
Yeah, you're right.
Tell.
I still have no idea what to do. This deck's really hard to play.
I like how one of your sideboard cards is an orange sleeve.
Oh yeah. Well, it's a weird Japanese foil that I'm only gonna get it if I'm like killing you with it.
Sure.
To release the ants.
You're not gonna shuffle that in your deck?
Nah, dog. I'll remember that one. I'll remember to put that one right back. Alright, so next turn I go 2, 5, and then 3. So Bolt will kill me. See if I have one more turn. Alright, I'll say go.
Alright, no reason to do any kind of fetch-a-riskies here.
I might do something on your upkeep, I'm thinking.
Okay.
No, I'll wait, I'm sorry. I'll just try to be reactive. I'm assuming you're not going to do anything, but if you do, then it would change what I do, so.
Alright. Well, I'll play this land. And I'll attack for 3.
Alright, I'm at 5.
And just gonna say go.
Yeah, I probably should have. I'm just gonna die. I think I still need to draw a land, and I need to get a little lucky. This is tough. Man, Legacy is great. I got 6 blue cards in hand and infinite possibilities. I could even go get Release the Ants.
You have infinite possibilities? That's sounds like Enter the Infinite to me.
I don't have that card in my deck!
I know. I feel like time is going to be dug through.
Right, we're going to cast Cunning Wish.
That's interesting. I'm going to brainstorm in response to that.
Sure.
Alright. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Well, we don't need this card. Or this card. I guess we'll put these 2 back. And that will resolve.
Alright.
Release the ants.
Thought about it. Yeah, Flusterstorm.
Alright. Still end of my turn. Oh, I'm gonna wasteland your City of Traders.
Alright.
And you can proceed.
Yeah, I think I messed up last turn. Oh no, I couldn't have really done anything if I didn't play the City of Traders, but I probably should have cast the Dig Through Time instead of the Cunning Wish. Wasteland really gummed up everything.
Woo! Yeah, buddy. Good job. Got it the works.
Brainstorm.
Yeah, it's good.
Infinite possibilities. 4, 2, and die. Doesn't help anything. This deck doesn't play Lotus Petal, so we're going to concede.
Sweet.
Alright. Alright, we're here for game 2, and I'm going to be on the play here. I've mulliganed to 6. I mulled a 1-lander that had no cantrips into a 1-lander with a cantrip and some stuff, and I get to scry, but I'll keep...
That is nice. So these were the first 6 cards I looked at, and I loudly announced, come on deck, and it did deliver with this, so we're going to go ahead and keep this.
Alright, so before the game starts, I'll scry 1. I don't want this card, so I'll put it on the bottom.
You don't want that impulse? You don't want that intuition?
I don't understand what
just
you're
trying
doing.
to guess what the card was, but...
Alright. So I'm going to play around Daze, Spell Pierce, et al. Play this.
Force of Will it. Just kidding.
Alright.
It's good. Although, honestly, if your opponent's main phase brainstorming, it might actually be worth Force of Willing.
Yeah,
Probably means that they don't have a good hand and they're trying to get some stuff going.
Alright. I'm going to play a little weird here. Play around Brian having things. Here we go.
Alright, draw. Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna start with a probe of my own. So I'm at 18. So you have a probe, 2 force, and a misty.
Truth.
That's a pretty good hand. Draw. And I'm going to just play a Delver.
Always a Delver.
It is always a Delver. Your turn.
Alright, probe.
I have a handful of spells.
Gurg. Daze. Deathrite. Bolt. Delver. Ponder. Alright, so I guess the 7th card was the Volcanic Island? That would be my guess.
It was the Volcanic Island.
Alright, so he has no hard counters, just soft counters, so we'll try to play around him a little bit. I'll play Preordain.
Yep.
Alright. 1 bottom, 1 top. Go.
Alright, so
Brick,
we will
brick,
not
brick.
flip our Delver of Secrets.
Actually, I kind of wanted you to flip it. I don't really want you to draw a lane.
Drew lands.
Yeah, I know.
We'll
We'll do that or another. Oh my god!
Alright, one yeah.
Yeah. 17 to 18.
Yep. And I'm going to start with Delver.
That resolves.
And then Deathrite.
Alright.
Your turn. I could have pondered there, but I'd rather just make this line of play, hope these things naturally flip, and then go to town next turn.
Oh god, I'm so bad.
What?
No, I bottomed a card I shouldn't have because I don't understand how this deck works.
Okay.
I'm just really stupid. Alright, I'm going to cast Show and Tell, Force Your Days, put in Omniscience. Let's say go.
Okay. I got to pick up probably the Underground Sea.
Yeah.
So you're at 15 then?
Yes.
And you pitched the Force, so I know.
Yeah.
So I don't know the card in your hand.
Correct.
All right. Well.
Should be an Intuition, which I bottomed because I'm a doofus.
All right. I will flip on Brainstorm.
Yep.
All right, ye Delvers.
Yeah. I am really stupid.
I'll draw the Brainstorm.
Sorry, guys. Noob here. Noob.
And let's see. Well, you're gonna take 6 for sure.
Yep, 9.
And maybe hold on. Maybe I might have to attack with Deathrite. 6. No, I probably don't. But I'm just trying to think through my turn here.
Sure.
Well, I'm gonna start by pondering. Let's see what happens with this.
Well, if you're tapping that, then you're definitely.
That's a pretty bad ponder. Fork Bolt 2 lands. We're gonna shuffle that. We need to hit like a counter spell. well, pretty much a force of will. Since he has omniscience. And,
I have a blue Delta.
Yeah.
What could the top card be? I have no idea.
Could be a dig.
Could be. That'd be
You
great.
wouldn't even have to exile any cards from your graveyard. Alright, so we'll draw from the Ponder. And that could be a good one. Let's go ahead and brainstorm. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And we're just going to put back these 2 cards in this order and keep this as our hand. And then I'm going to just go for 6.
Man 9.
You're up.
Whoop. Alright, you win. So I'll start first since mine's quick and easy. Soft counters are pretty bad against Deathrite Shaman decks, and I'm going to be under a lot of pressure from Brian. So we're also a Cunning Wish deck, so we can't really change our deck too much. So we're going to be cutting the Spell Pierces for more versatile counter spells that can also kill Delver of Secrets, and a Pyroclasm to help sweep away any early threats he might play to buy us a few turns.
For myself, I'm cutting True Name Nemesis and Gurmag Angler, which both feel a little too slow to be really effective in this matchup. And then I'm cutting Forked Bolt and 3 of my Lightning Bolts because they're not really going to kill anything, and they're just like for going to the face, which I actually think it's fine to have some amount of Lightning Bolts as just deal 3 damage, but I'd rather have these cards. So we're just going to bring in like more counter spells, 4 counter spells, some Cabal Therapies, which is going to go really well with Young Pyromancer, and then a Vendilion Click as well.
Cool. Alright, I'm on the play here for game 3, and my hand is great. Gear rate.
My hand is okay. I had a mulligan, my 7-carder just had no lands, but this hand is fine. It's not like the greatest hand, but we do get to scry, which is going to really help this hand significantly. So.
Alright, take a peek.
Ooh, man. I don't actually think that we want this card, even though this is like the kind of card that's supposed to be really good in this matchup. I just, based on the way our hand looks, like this doesn't seem like the card we want, so I'm going to bottom it.
Alright, and since our life total is fairly precious in this matchup, and I don't have a lot other to do with my mana, I'm going to cast Gitax and Probe for blue mana.
Alright.
Always with the Delver.
It's true.
Delver Days. Bulk. 2 Strand. Alright, I'm going to draw a card and then likely pass turn.
Okay.
Pass turn.
Alright, draw. Okay, that's I guess that's fine. So here I think I'm just gonna start with the Delver.
Alright. Not gonna give him a chance to Spell Pierce us. Get a Volcanic, and then we'll just go ahead and kill this doofus.
Alright. He is down for the count.
So there's a potential of me waiting to see what he flips, and if he shows me a card, I get more information. But if he drew Spell Pierce for the turn and I get that counter, that is hugely detrimental to the rest of my game plan. So go.
Yep. Draw. That was a good draw. Let's go ahead and fetch for a Underground Sea, and cast a Deathrite, and then cast a Delver. So I'll be at the old 19 life.
Yep, 19 all.
Yep. And then I'm done after that.
I'll say go.
Okay. Upkeep, we'll see about flipping this ye old Delver, and does not flip. We'll draw for turn. And attack you, let's see, well, I'll play a land, and I'll attack you for 1.
Alright, so I go to 18?
Yep, and then I'm going to pass the turn.
Alright. So I know you just have Days, and you played all 3 lands?
Yep. Days
and
and
2 cards? Alright, I'll cast Cunning Wish. Since he didn't play a creature, and there's not a whole lot he would want to leave up a ton of mana for, I assume that he has at least 1 more land in hand to go along with the Days. Just FYI.
Well, I'm probably going to Daze that. Yeah, I think I probably have to counter this Cunning Wish. It's not really what I want to do, but You have 4 cards.
Yep.
Like, if I don't counter this, he can just get something that deals with, like, my guys. Or that is bad for me, so... But I think I actually want to just hardcast the days, maybe?
What you can do is eat a spell with Deathrite to make Dig worse, and then bounce Underground Sea, unless you have, like, a specific black card in mind. I don't know. But.
Yeah, I mean, I can do that as well. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll eat your Pyroblast.
Okay.
Use 16, and then I'll daze.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
Alright, probe you. Oh, those are... Alright.
Force Vendilion Underground.
So, worst possible. Alright, great.
Yeah, so it was awkward because I don't want to cast the Vendilion while I have the Force, but yeah.
It's also pretty good.
Oof. So this is rough. It's not quite rough. It does the same thing. Yeah. You know, either lose my board or lose my counterspell. I think I have to lose my counterspell. Like, I don't think I'm gonna win if I just don't have any pressure. So.
I tend to agree. Plus, you get to look, and then if it's not a counter spell like a Power Blast or a discard spell or whatever, so
yeah, I'm gonna force.
Yeah, it's fine. You're good.
All right, upkeep. There's a daze, and since he didn't play another land, I'm probably just gonna keep that daze.
Probably smart.
So we'll draw it. I don't think I want to play this Underground Sea in case I draw a Brainstorm. So then attack you.
11.
And I'm just going to go ahead and fetch down to 17. And I'm going to exile your Pyroclasm.
Alright, I'm at 9. Need to draw a land real bad.
And I'm done.
Come on, deck. Just can't do anything ever. Alright, so 6, 4. Alright, so I have one more turn. So you can put me to 4. Alright, so yeah, 6, 4, 2, block. Alright, go.
Alright, untap. See if we draw something sweet. We did.
Have so many windows to do things and just can't.
Put you down to 6 and say go.
Yeah, just these 3 dig through times that I can't cast because you're stupid Deathrite Shaman. Stupid show and tell that gets dazed and 2 things that are big.
Jeez.
Alright, I'm on the player for game 4 and I'm really frustrated. But I'm going to win this one.
Alright.
I got a feeling.
Probably because my hand is definitely a keep, but not as powerful as my other ones have been.
Alright, we're going to fetch an island so we don't just get wastelanded right out of the game.
Sure.
We're going to cast Preordain. Basically just trying to find more lands. 19. Top 2. Not lands. Don't really need the rest. Yeah, I don't need either of those, I guess. Probably going to lose because I'm going to brick. Yep, go. Right, I said I had a good feeling, deck. Not a bad feeling. Come on.
Alright, I'm just going to fetch an Underground Sea and cast a Deathrite Shaman.
Sure.
That'll be my turn.
Weird turn. I think I just brainstorm and try to hit more cantrips. I don't care if he dazes the second thing.
That's fine. Brainstorm results.
Probably get rid of some of these more expensive cards. Well, the funny thing here is that this card actually doesn't do anything when we already have this. Well, that's not true. It does stuff, just not a ton of stuff. I kind of just feel like putting back all these stupid dig through times because they just don't do anything against Deathrite Shaman. So that's what we're gonna do. Go.
Alright, we'll draw. And that's good. I'm going to cast Ponder.
True.
This is an interesting one. Kind of think that we just keep it and take this one. So I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Oh wait, that actually doesn't work. Let's change it around to this.
That's Sensei's divining topic.
Yeah. All right, we'll draw this one.
All right.
And I'm gonna exile your Misty and cast Delver.
Joke's on you. There's 2 Dictator times on top. I'll shuffle them away. Alright, I go to 18. Probably should have kept 1. But, nah, it's about principle.
Yeah.
It's about vice principle.
It's about... it's about assistant principal.
It's about headmaster. I just can't draw lands ever. You don't know that, though. Main phase, my impulse.
It's going to resolve.
Alright, great. Alright, well, we drew a land. It was the 4th one, and I almost threw my chair at Brian. It's not really his fault, but gotta blame somebody.
Generally, in situations like this, I like to blame Brad Nelson.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
Alright, we'll take that one, put these on bottom. Order doesn't really matter. And we're actually not going to play it. So we don't want to get wastelanded, and we don't need the mana. Okay, yeah.
Alright, we're going to flip A on the old Brainstorm.
Yep, Philadelphia.
Yep. And... it's awkward because I know the top card of my deck's bad, but I also have bad cards in my hand. So, do I fetch before I Brainstorm, or... I think I'm going to fetch first.
Sure.
19. And get a Volcanic.
Get you at 18 from 2 fetches.
18. 18 18.
Big cheats.
Yep.
That 1 life, man. You just wait. It's going to matter.
You're going to Emrakul bolt me out. And then I'm going to go ahead and Brainstorm.
All right.
1, 2, 3. Well, it's not it. Let's see. We'll put these 2 back. See, I haven't played a land yet.
True.
I'm gonna play this. Exile your polluted delta for red. Cast Young Pyromancer.
Young peasy for sweezy.
And then I'm gonna pay 2 life and probe.
This is probably gonna be bad.
Put a Chris Van Meter into play. Alright, so you have
A great hand. Except it's probably gonna lose to Forceful Wasteland.
City, Wish. Then we're cool.
2 wishes, sorry.
Missions. Okay. Wish. Intuition. And show. So you have. Okay. Alright. And dropping that. And 3.
I'm at 15, I think.
15 to 16.
Alright.
Go ahead.
Alright, see how dead I am. I'm at 13. Oh, not dead at all. Wow. That's really surprising after that other Brainstorm. Let's hope he bricks on this one too.
Alright, we'll Brainstorm.
Alright, so you get another CVM Van Meter Meister.
Yep. 1, 2, 3. That's funny. Alright, put these two back. And show and tell resolves.
I don't know what he's laughing about. That's really scary. Alright, put that in. Alright, cast this, take an extra turn.
That's fine.
Do all these things to kill you. I mean, I can go through the motions, I guess.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Right. Oh.
I hit force off of it. But it was 2 wastelands, a volcanic, and a young pyromancer. And a death right. six cards, no blue. Yeah.
I'll take it. Any way I can get it. All right, I'm on the play here. I'm on the draw here. Oh, wow. I forgot. I won that game. Woo! Woo! Let's see if we can salvage this.
All right, well, I mulliganed, and this hand is pretty solid for 6, so I'm going to keep it. And I also get to scry. And I think I want to keep that card, too. So we'll keep that card and probably draw it because I'm going to cast Gataxian Probe.
All right, you go to 18. Irrelevant.
All right, so you have, let's see, you got Force,
Dig,
Wish,
Impulse,
Wish,
City, 2 fetches.
Sure. All right, so draw the card that we knew was there, and then I'm going to
pass turn.
Fetch for a volcanic and cast a Ponder.
All right, no turn 1 Delver. I feel like we got a shot this game, boys. And girls. Sorry. I mean to be non-inclusive. I should stop talking. All right. There you go.
All right, let's see what we got here.
All right, so we got 17 to 20.
Well, I do want another land, and I think that this card's fine, but I don't want this one, so I think we're okay with taking it like this and say go.
All right, draw, go. I'm going to pick these up since you got them written.
All right, so Misty, let's draw, fetch.
16. Got a young Sweezy over here.
Nah, just going to Ponder again.
Oh, all right. Yeah, you wanted to fetch away that top card.
Yeah, I wanted to fetch away that card that was on top because I didn't want to draw it, so I don't even want to see it in my Ponder. So Ponder.
All right.
So these cards are good, but I don't think that this is what we want to be doing. Maybe I'm wrong. I think I'm just going to shuffle. None of those cards are like... There's just some creatures, but I don't think that... I'd rather have... Not, if there was like a Delver or something, I'll just snap it off, but... Alright, so draw this. Okay. And say go.
Even though it reveals some information, I want to keep a fetch land in my hand for a potential Brainstorm or Ponder later in the game. I think. Maybe that's stupid. Alright, I'll just say go.
I'm just going to Brainstorm at the end of your turn.
Alright, I got no beef with that.
1, 2, 3. Interesting. Huh. I think we're just gonna do this.
YOLO.
Yeah, feels like a YOLO moment.
Alright, while he's tapped out, I'm gonna Impulse.
Sure.
Alright. Might get wastelanded. I'm actually okay getting wastelanded. I want to potentially play a red spell next turn, so we're gonna go to Volcanic. Alright, so 19 to 16. And we're doing it now so that if he dazes, he just has to... Sorry, I lost my train of thought. If he dazes, I'd rather him do it now than on his turn at some point. I guess to do it end of turn, but... Well, all these cards kind of stink. We'll take the one that stinks the less. Or the least. The lesser of the two stinks. Alright, go.
Alright, so draw this, and I think that I'm just going to do Delver and say go.
Alright, no land is interesting. Could have fought over it. Don't really want to get pyroblasted. Go.
Okay.
Jeez. With that on the stack, cast, or this is still on top of your deck. This ability has resolved. I'm gonna cast Cunning Wish.
Huh. I'm gonna Power Blast it.
Okie dokie.
And I'll draw the deck. And attack for 3.
Alright. Go to 16.
And cast a Delver.
Alright.
Go.
So luckily we don't have to play around Spell Pierce. We can play around Double Daze, which I think I'm gonna do. So dig, probably Force. Maybe not double Force. Play this. Sack this. Go for it.
Well, I'm probably dead, but I'm gonna force pitching Daze.
Alright, so Force Pitching Intuition.
Okay. It resolves.
Alright. I'll put in Emrakul. Alright. It's probably gonna be a good race. So we're both at 16 right now? I took one from the Force, you took one from the Force, so it's 15-15?
15-15, yeah.
I guess Delver can block technically. Your last card is a dig through time.
It is.
I'll fetch and cast Dig of my own to go get a Force to make sure, hopefully, that I can keep his from resolving. To find a way out, I guess. So that'll put me at 14. Likely safe from any shenanigans that Brian could throw at us. We'll get rid of all of our spells and such, so that way if something bad does happen, we can't get hit by a Deathrite Shaman too bad. 5, 6, 7. Interesting. Alright. Don't think it really matters. His deck is going to resolve, but I don't think he's going to be able to fight through all this. So these are 2 cards we kept. Here you go.
Alright, so trigger. Let's see. It's not going to flip off of that card, but I actually probably want to draw that. Anyway, just to have another thing. Alright, so Delver didn't flip. Maybe I don't want to draw that, but I think I do. So I'll draw this. Go ahead and cast Dig Through Time.
Resolves. So you get a Christopher Van Beard monster.
I do get a token. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'll call it draw.
Yes, yeah, it sounds like a draw to me. I think
All
we
right.
just. Well, this is a bad one. No, we don't have spells, so yeah, I'm just dead.
All right, cool.
I don't have ways to trigger my Pyromancer. Yeah, I was dead to that too. So.
All right, so that was a pretty brutal set of Legacy.
Yeah.
None of the games really felt all that back and forth. It was very either like, do you have it? Do I have it? Is there going to be a little dance here? And there's usually no.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to draw from that conclusions-wise. I don't know if that's just like the nature of this version of show and tell where it's just always going to put the onus on the opponent to interact with me. And if you got it, I'm dead. If you don't got it, you're dead.
I will say that I won every game I led on a turn 1 Delver. And I lost two of the 3 games where I didn't have a turn 1 Delver.
I thought you had a turn 1 Delver in game 4, and I won game 4.
I don't think I did, no.
I don't know, man.
Oh, yeah. Was that the game I mulliganed? I did mulligan like 3 times, I think, as well. So.
Okay, real quick, though, while we're on the topic of mulligans, I thought, or at least for me, the one time I got to use the scry and put it on bottom was great. It was just a redundant piece of, like, another Omniscience when I already had one in hand, and I didn't really need, like, an excess blue card for Force of Will, so that was pretty sweet, not having to draw that.
Yeah, I got to scry a few times, and I think I left it on top most of the time. There's one time I bottomed it. It was a close call. I had 3 lands, Deathrite, Delver, Daze as my opening hand, and it was another Daze.
Ooh.
So it's like,
okay.
it's kind of close, but it's like, I don't know. I kind of wanted to draw like a brainstorm because I had so many lands, but
sure.
I don't know.
So I'm not sure where to take this Omniscience deck. I haven't played with enough to really see where all the holes lie, but at least one hole is, please, for the love of God, play more copies of Pyroclasm. I don't understand. I played 4 when I was playing Sneak and Show. It was great.
Just the best card in so many different matchups. Yeah, I never understood that either. Like, there's no reason to skimp on a card that's just the best thing you can possibly do in so many matchups.
I mean, the real reason is because it's a Cunning Wish deck, and you want to make sure you have access to all this stuff so you can Cunning Wish for the right thing at the right time, but who needs Fact or Fiction? I mean, I don't know, not me. I don't need Fact or Fiction. I haven't cast Fact or Fiction 12 years.
Yeah, you should cut Fact or Fiction for Volcanic Fallout. Then you can Cunning Wish for Pyroclasm.
That's really good. If I had more Volcanic Islands, I'd be on board with that.
Oh.
One thing I was noticing is that this deck feels like it can afford to play more fetch lands, at least one more. Right now it has 9 to go, along with 5 basic islands and 2 Volcanic Island. And I've been a little greedy in Legacy before, where I've played, like in Infect before, I've played 10 fetches, 4 Tropical Island, and 1 Forest. So a 10-to-5 split's pretty heavy. And this deck probably shouldn't go that far, because there are going to be a lot of games where you need to have at least like 6 fetchable lands so you can cast Show and Tell twice in the same turn, or cast Cunning Wish into like something, or Intuition for something and then cast it, assuming that you haven't drawn City of Traders. But yeah, I mean 10-6 maybe a little bit better mana base, or not 10-6, but 4 island, 2 volcanic, and a 10th blue fetch land, just to make Dig Through Time better. In matchups that have Deathrite Shaman or just a fast clock, you can't afford to have your Dig Through Times be dead cards. Like, they're just so important to cast to find your combo pieces. And when you have games like the ones I had where you just keep drawing Impulse a million times, just don't have Ponders and Preordains, like you just don't have enough ways to fuel your graveyard. I actually think Intuition might just be a better way to go with this deck than Cunning Wish, and just get rid of the Wish sideboard, because I had so many times where I just had Cunning Wish in my hand and I just never wanted to cast it, and it even exiles itself, so you can't delve it. And Intuition gets you like 3 cards in the graveyard. If you get Dig Through Time and 3 cards, like 2 other Dig Through Time, they're all in the graveyard, and it's so big.
Yeah, but you need Cunning Wish so that you can like win through a variety of situations. Like, it was for you. You had to cast them like earlier, but generally speaking, like the card is really good. Once you've resolved Omniscience, it just wins the game with an Omniscience in play.
Yeah, I know.
It's basically your win condition.
I know. I hate it though. I think instead what I'm going to do is put a bunch of uncastable cards in my deck by the name of Griselbrand.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to put in this other card called Sneak Attack.
Okay, that sounds.
And then I'm going to attack people to death with giant guys instead of doing this dance where I play a thing and you don't do nothing and then you die. It's less fun. I like drawing 7 cards.
Speaking of attacking people with giant guys, Gurmag Angler.
Don't knock him. I think he's insanely good in a lot of matchups.
No, I think he is too. So I liked this deck a lot. It felt sweet. The only thing that I didn't like was it felt like it was taxing the graveyard too much with 2 digs, 2 Gurmag Anglers, and using your own Deathrite Shamans. Just felt like it was just a little too much for the graveyard.
Yeah.
Like, I think I would want only 1 Angler or only 1 dig through time. Like, whatever's the better effect. And just cut down to 3 instead of 4.
That's pretty reasonable. Like, without something like Thought Scour, you are going to be taxing yourself a little too much sometimes. But I don't know if it's that huge because your deck does have a ton of cantrips. Things are going to die. There are going to be matchups where Gurmag is good because you're going to be trading resources back and forth. Like, your bolts will have targets, to hit creatures. Their removal will target and kill your Delvers and your Deathrite Shamans. And then all you're going to want to draw is these Delve spells. And even if you draw 1 more than you need, you still have Brainstorm to shuffle it away. You still have Ponder. If you see it on top, you can throw it away before you draw it with a fetch land. So
yeah, I mean, like, yeah, you can shuffle bad cards away, but I'd rather just lower the amount of them I could ever draw.
Sure. I mean, changing by 1 might be worth it.
Yeah, like, I mean, and maybe it's not too many. Like, there are also matchups where I get to Wasteland people, which this wasn't a matchup where I got to Wasteland people, so.
I feel like you Wastelanded me twice, and it killed me both times.
Yeah, but, like, there was also a game where I had 3 Wastelands,
and
I didn't get to use them, so,
that's
like.
fair. Yeah, all right. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's going to be all for me and Brian this week on the Versus series. Thanks for watching this Legacy video with Omni-Tell and
Grixis D.
That's aggressive.
It is. Plays Delver, Secret Sand, Deathrite Shaman. It's very aggressive.
Yeah, the double D.
Yep.
All right. Innuendo. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. That's going to be all for me and Brian this week. Make sure to check out all of our videos and articles and stuff coming up. I don't know. We're going to be talking about, Legacy.
Thanks.
Yeah, we're going to be talking more about Legacy because this weekend we're going to be having... drum roll? Can we do drum roll? Legacy Open in Washington, D.C. Our commentators are going to be Cedric Phillips and Matthias Hunt. I hope I said his name right. Matthias or Matthias? I can't ever remember.
It's Matthias.
I don't know how to respond to that. Yeah, it probably is Matthias.
He's a math guy.
Yeah, he is. He does teach Matthias.
Yeah.
So if you're a fan of Legacy, be sure, if you're watching this video, hopefully you're a fan of Legacy. If you made it to this point, you're the real big fan of us and are okay with Legacy, or you really like Legacy.
Yeah.
So be sure to tune into SCG Live for all of that action all weekend. 2 days, 15 rounds of Swiss, followed by a top 8. Hopefully both of us will be there, but every time I say that, we never are.
Yeah.
I should just stop saying it. Just make sure you watch, guys. We'll hopefully do okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.